Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Troubleshooting body parts compatibility layers aren't registered in Blender Python. This error in Blender Python, body parts compatibility layers aren't registered, typically arises when you're trying to access or interact with the bpy.types.bodypart system within Blender, but it's not initialized or correctly registered. This system is used for complex character rigging and manipulation, particularly in scenarios involving advanced customization and morphing. Here's a breakdown of the issue, its causes, potential solutions, and code examples, presented in a comprehensive tutorial format. Understanding the problem. Body part system *. The bpy.types.bodypart system in Blender provides a way to define reusable, modular components of a mesh, usually a character. Each body part can have its own properties, vertex groups, shape keys, and other associated data. This allows for a structured approach to rigging, posing, and applying modifications to different sections of a character without affecting the rest of the mesh. Think of it as a way to organize and compartmentalize a complex character rig into logical, manageable sections. Compatibility layers. Compatibility layers in this context probably refers to the underlying code that makes the body part system integrate smoothly within Blender's core framework. It likely involves registering the body part type, defining how it interacts with operators, properties, and other Blender data structures. If these layers aren't correctly registered, Blender won't know how to handle body part instances, leading to the error. Error context. The error most often occurs when you try to directly access or modify body part instances through the Blender Python API, especially after specific operations like loading a file, duplicating objects, or performing certain editing actions. The internal state of Blender might not be fully updated to reflect the presence of the body part objects if the compatibility layers are not properly registered. 2. Common causes. Several factors can contribute to this issue. 1. Blender version compatibility *. The bpy.types.bodypart system is primarily relevant for certain projects that utilize specific custom Blender versions or add-ons designed around character customization. If you're not using a Blender build intended for this purpose, or if you are using an outdated version of an add-on utilizing the body part system that is incompatible with your Blender version, the error may occur. Ensure your Blender version is compatible with the scripts/add-ons you're using. Check the add-on documentation for version requirements. 2. Missing or incomplete add-on installation *. The most common cause is an add-on that hasn't been installed or activated correctly. The add-on responsible for setting up the body part system might not have fully loaded or registered its components within Blender's internal data structures. Solution *. Verify the add-on is correctly installed by checking the User Preferences - Add-ons panel. Ensure the add-on is enabled, check the checkbox. Try disabling and re-enabling the add-on. If the add-on installation seems corrupted, try uninstalling it and then reinstalling it from a fresh source. 3. Add-on loading order *. Sometimes, dependencies between add-ons can cause issues. If one add-on depends on another for the body part system, the dependency might not be loaded before the add-on that needs it. Solution *. Try adjusting the loading order of add-ons in the user preferences. Some add-ons provide options to specify dependencies or load order. You might need to experiment to find the correct sequence. 4. Context problems, example using a new Blender instance. Some actions, like creating a new Blender instance programmatically or using bpy.ops operations that change the context, can disrupt the correct registration of the body part system. Solution *. When working with external scripts, ensure that the Blender instance you're using has been initialized correctly, especially if you're importing data from other files or running operations that affect the scene. 5. Directly accessing body parts after file loading ***. After loading a .blend file containing objects with body parts, the body part system might not be immediately ready for access through Python. Solution ***. Delay accessing body parts after loading a file. For example, use a bpy.apptimers.register callback function to run your code a few frames after the file has loaded. This allows Blender to complete the internal setup. 6. Incorrectly initialized properties ***. If the body part properties are not initialized correctly within the Blender scene, the system may not function as expected. Solution ***. Ensure that any required initialization routines related to the body part system are being executed, especially if the properties are defined in a custom add-on. This often happens in the add-ons register function. 7. Error in the body part definition or registration code ***. If you are directly involved in creating or modifying the add-on responsible for the body part system, there might be a bug in the code that defines or registers the body part type or its associated operators. Solution ***. Carefully review the add-on source code, looking for errors in the registration process or in the definition of the body part properties. 3. Diagnostic techniques. Before attempting solutions, it's helpful to gather more information about the problem. 1. Check the Blender console ***. Open the Blender console, window-toggle system console, to see if there are any error messages related to the body part system. These messages can provide clues about which add-on is causing the problem or which part of the registration process is failing. 2. Inspect add-on registration * within the add-ons register function. If you have access to the source code, add print statements to verify that the necessary classes and functions are being registered with Blender. For example, replace your body part class with the actual name of your custom body part class. Check the console output to see if the registration succeeds or fails. 3. Debug with the Blender debugger * use the Blender Python debugger to step through the code that accesses the body part system. This allows you to inspect the state of variables and identify the exact point where the error occurs. 4. Example code and solutions. Here's a code example that demonstrates how you might encounter this error and how to address it, along with solutions. Explanation of the code ***. 1. Get_all_bodyparts, obj. * This function attempts to retrieve body part instances associated with an object by iterating through its custom properties. It assumes that body parts are stored as custom properties with names that start with bodypart_. 2. Main_ function, * This is the main function that loads a scene, finds an object, and then tries to access its body parts using the get_all_bodyparts function. 3. Delete_main, and start_delete_main, * This demonstrates the bpy.apptimers.register approach. Start_delete_main, schedules delete_main, to run after a delay of 1 second, adjust the first underscore interval as needed. This gives Blender time to fully initialize after loading the scene. 4. Re_register_bodypart_add-on, * This is a more advanced solution that attempts to re-register the add-on responsible for the body part system. Use this cautiously. It assumes that the add-on has a standard register and unregister function and that disabling and re-enabling the add-on will correctly re-initialize the body part system. This might not be a safe operation for all add-ons and could potentially cause further problems. How to use the code ***. 1. Replace placeholders * Replace the placeholders in the code with your actual file path, path/to/your/scene_with_bodyparts.blend, object name, your body part object, and add-in name, your underscore body part underscore add-in underscore name. To run the script execute the script in Blender's text editor. 3. Choose an execution option uncomment only one of the execution options in the if underscore name underscore equals main colon block. Main function, run the code immediately, likely to cause the error. Start delete main, recommended, run the code with a delay using a timer. Register body part add-in, use with caution, attempt to re-register the add-in. 4. Check the console carefully examine the Blender console for error messages. V. Best practices and recommendations. Use timers when dealing with body parts, especially after file loading or scene changes. Use timers to delay access to the body part system. This provides a reliable way to ensure that Blender is fully initialized. Add-in structure if you're developing an add-in, follow standard practices for add-in registration and ensure that all necessary classes and functions are correctly registered. Error handling implement robust error handling in your code to gracefully handle situations where the body part system is not available or initialized correctly. Use try, except blocks to catch potential exceptions and provide informative error messages. Consult add-in documentation refer to the documentation for the specific add-in you're using to understand its requirements and best practices for using the body part system. Report bugs if you suspect a bug in Blender or in a specific add-in, report it to the developers. This helps them identify and fix issues, improving the overall stability and usability of the software. 6. Troubleshooting checklist. 1. Blender version is your Blender version compatible with the add-in/scripts you're using? 2. Add-in installation is the necessary add-in installed and enabled correctly? 3. Add-in loading order is the add-in loading in the correct order relative to its dependencies? 4. Delayed access are you delaying access to the body part system after file loading? 5. Error messages are there any relevant error messages in the Blender console? 6. Registration verification are the necessary classes and functions being registered correctly? 7. Code review have you carefully reviewed the code for errors in the body part definition or registration process? By systematically addressing these potential causes and using the diagnostic techniques and code examples provided, you should be able to resolve the body parts compatibility layers aren't registered error in Blender Python and successfully work with the bpy.types.bodypart system. Remember to prioritize using timers to delay access to the body part system, as this is often the most reliable solution. Good luck.